Cha-ching, a strong season for retail this holiday season. According to some early data that came in from MasterCard Spending Pulse, 2018 saw the highest holiday sales in 6 years. Overall, shoppers laying out more than $850 billion. Let's bring in Moody's retail analyst, Charlie O'Shea. So it was a good holiday season. Main Street feeling pretty good.
Yeah, we really thought it was going to be a good holiday, and it looks like that's been validated. We put a forecast out, 5 to 6% sales growth. We normally don't do that, but we had some other issues. We changed our outlook to positive for the sector, so we wanted to add a little more to the stew there. And there were so many tailwinds driving the consumer that we're not surprised at all with this performance so far.
Any headwinds now as we go into 2019?
For the retailers, yeah. There's still, lots of debt out there, lots of debt maturities that are coming up over the next couple of years that they're really going to have to focus on. You've still got an environment where Amazon and Walmart are fighting. I've used the term Ali Frazier, which dates me. They're fighting this battle over market share using price. And the ripple effects are pretty pronounced throughout the sector. If let's say you're a widget retailer and Amazon and Walmart decide they're going to fight over widgets, what are you going to do? You can't price with those guys. So you have two choices. Price with them, potentially lose money on the sale. Give them the sale, potentially lose a customer long term. So there's a tough situation out there for retail. You
said that Amazon and Walmart are the winners, in your view, this holiday season. Who are the losers?
Anybody that's tried to compete with them and on price. So, think about it. If you go into today will be a big day. Black Friday is a huge day. Thanksgiving weekend's huge. One of the things I focus on a lot is the Tuesday after, and I think I brought that up when I was here last time. Tuesday after gives you a window to the soul for how the weekend went. If you're 60 off on Tuesday and you were 40 off over the weekend, something went wrong. Reverse that, something went right. We'll find out today. A lot of promotions today. See what happens as they clear merchandise out. There's a reason retail fiscal year ends are typically the end of January, not December, because they need that month of January to process gift cards, returns, et cetera, et cetera.
What names are done in 2019? What stores will we likely not see anymore?
Well, Sears is obviously, they're in wind down mode. We've got 15 retailers that we're really concerned about. I don't want to handicap and make any bankruptcy or default predictions, but on that list, and the list is fairly public if you search the website, you've got J. Crew, you've got Neiman Marcus down there, you've got Eddie Bauer down there. Sears fell off because of the bankruptcy. We don't technically rate Sears anymore. We still pay a lot of attention to it. So there's a lot of retailers that are going to find 2019 to be kind of a year of demarcation for them.
Yeah. Do you see any smaller companies using marketing or at least the feelings of nostalgia of saying, look, we're going up against this big guy, against Walmart, against Amazon, as a way for their advantage to maybe not be able to match price to price, but at least get some marketing headway there?
If you look at what retailers need to do to succeed in this environment, you're on point. You've got to take care of your customers. And if that means giving them better service, offering them a little one-off promotion, I don't know too many retailers that don't give their managers pricing flexibility on an individual sale. So if you can do that and just make it special. If someone's going to go to your store, you've got to make it worth their while. They've made a big time investment to go there when they could just sit on a couch and order, usually from a phone. So you've got to make that visit meaningful. And there are a lot of retailers that are doing a really good job. Nordstrom's done that for years, where they make it very personal. And then you've got some of the niche retailers, the smaller ones like you're referencing. I would talk about like a Warby, a Bonobos. They created that kind of mystique with their brands, and Bonobos was picked up by Walmart. So there's a lot of that going on right now, and I think you're going to see a lot of that continue.
Speaking of change, from Kohl's, they're partnering to bring Aldi's brands to their stores, Nike's new scan to buy feature in stores, and then Amazon's move to brick and mortar with those Amazon Go stores. What is the future in retail?
Combination of brick and mortar and online.
Yeah.
Online sales are still about 15% of retail, despite what a lot. Yeah, wow. That's one of my favorite tease questions when I speak at conferences or to investors is what percentage of online sales or retail sales are done online. In New York, everybody thinks everybody buys everything online. It's really not true. So as you go from 15 up, We think you need brick and mortar. Amazon buying Whole Foods demonstrated that it needed brick and mortar to help that food business along.
But brick and mortar is sometimes just like a showcase, because you go in and they don't have the size or the color that you want, and then they wind up having to spend money to ship it to you for free.
Right.
And, you know, you walk out the winner. What's the point of the store?
Stores are still important. Again, 85% of sales are done in stores. Buy online, pick up in store is a huge advantage that brick and mortar has with its online businesses. You can use those stores as many distribution points to fulfill online orders. We think that that is not the most efficient way. We think the most efficient way is to have one pile of inventory sitting in your distribution network where some of it never has to get to a store, because that's an extra expense. But I think what you're going to see going forward is that melding continue. You know, omni-channel right now is still a myth. No one's there yet. Multi-channel is really the way to go. It costs a lot to run two channels. At some point, you're going to combine them. Then your costs are going to get shaken out of the system. And you can do more of those, you know, free shipping things. Free shipping to us is just, it's a promotion. It's all it is. Anybody can do it. Doesn't take any technological wizardry to eat shipping costs.
Free shipping returns.
Yes, I mean, you know, let's not forget about that. Every time you have to return something, if you choose to go to the store, the retailer gets another time up at bat with you and to try to sell you something else.
Got it. Charlie O'Shea, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Wealth of information.
Great being here.